Good evening, guys. This is the day two section, the applications of the robotics. Firstly, we need to know about what was the applications. Application means that what was the different task we are going to work in a particular field of objective within a different type of different type of uh, robots in the particular application in the industry basis and as well as on a general basis. If we go within the general applications in manufacturing units, underwater applications, medical applications, space applications, in agriculture, security, entertainment, food preparation, military, and customer services. This was the general application. And when we go within a industrial based applications, we will be having the some complicated application, and this is whatever the applications at the industry based and automotive based, that is in the higher most application which the key role will be applicable to make that certain type of a product. It is need to be required for that product. Okay, collaborative robots, robotic painting, robotic welding, robotic assembly, and material removal. This all the complicated application. This was the general applications. Now we are going to learn about in a deep about this each and every application. In manufacturing units, the robots are used in a manufacturing units to take on representative tasks, which streamlines the overall assembly overflow. Mean that if we go within the large scale industries and the large scale manufacturing, there will be a heavier type of goods and heavier amount of complicated things which the human cannot do there. What was the main source to do that work? We have a one and only one option, that's robots, or else in a missionaries. Missionaries also the if we keep in a missionaries, again we need to use the manpower for operating of that missionaries. If we use a robot, we'll be getting the automatic work done without the assistance of a human. We can use the less humans for maintenance of robots, and we can use the robots to do the work in a precision manner, and as well as in the work time will be also less. If the person can lift any heavier type of objects, mean that it takes in a time to lift that object, and sometimes it makes the damage of a person to do certain task. That's why we are using the robots to lift the certain amount of heavier goods and to be manufactured that. If we go with an example, the car manufacturing. In the car manufacturing, each and every inch and as well as each and every frame need to be in a particular dimension, and it need to be in a perfection towards that what was the design has been given. Like that, if the person has do with that framework, he can do something mistakes, like he'll be keeping and 1 inch more, mean that the whole the body makes the whole the design makes the damage. But if we give the presetting of programming to the robot can do whatever the measurement we have given. 0.05 also it can calculate. The robot can calculate, and it gives the exact precision and exact, I mean that accuracy towards the dimensions which we are giving. And some was on a complicated things, where was the gaseous exploration, and where was we are using in a higher amount of material cutting. If we use in a higher amount of material cutting by the electrical thread roll, while we can use at the milling missions. In the if you go with a higher I mean that yeah, plastic cutting factories, like that, there you can see the milling machines which will be using the 430 voltage power to cut give the electrical shock between the copper wire and the lower amount of a beam, and the material will be cut by that copper thread. Like that, on that places the human cannot work. Why means it will be harmful to the human. It is not the user friendly of a human, it is the user friendly of an emissions or else an user friendly of an robots. Okay, on that complicated places, and here you can see that there was a welding, the welding spots. When you are doing a welding, there will be a welding spots will be spread into the different areas. Uh, uh, but the human can work in this particular place. Can human can survive? No. Why means the it is dangerous to his eyes or something, his skin, something, the side effects will be coming to the human, but the robots cannot. That's why we are using the complicated application by robots. And underwater application, the underwater applications mainly we use on the military based applications, and to I mean that to be identifying the different animals, and the underwater applications will be useful for an photographies, like that. And now you can see here that I'm going to play the video how the underwater application is going to be work and how it will give the exact precision. Yeah, guys, you have seen that the autonomous unmanned vehicles, which was used at the submarines and the sub oceans for different tasks. You can get one doubt that why we need to use these robots only. Why I mean that it is in a flexible and the low cost precision and makes the you have seen the designing process over there, and they have designed like in a snake, and they kept the ineffector processing at the end of the tile of snake, and the starting of the snake they have kept in a lighting and as well as in a camera light vision with camera, and there is a propellers to move on for a front and back. And can anyone say that what was the tracking system has kept in this robot to detect his original position to come back? Can anyone?
GPS maybe.
Okay, GPS can work at the what we can say that the underwater. Can we get the signal?
Sonar sensor.
Solar sensor.
Sonar sensor.
Okay, okay. It is
Sound
somewhat.
navigation system.
Yeah, yeah. It is somewhat related to that. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm I'm going to say you this answer at the furthermore topics. You can get the this answer at the furthermore topics. Note it down this question and wait for the answer. And this was the applications which we used at the underwater for detecting in a certain objects, like if the ships has crashed out or else an aeroplane has crashed out, the person cannot go on that much deeper towards the ocean. Why? Means the dangerous gases can be exhausted, and the dangerous animals which we cannot know, and the dangerous snakes can be, but it will be harmful for an person. But the robots can move on anywhere, can do anything like that. We are using that robots for an underwater applications. Sorry, medical applications in the healthcare industry nowadays. It has grown within a much more technologies, and if you go within a not only the robotics part, and if you go within a mechatronics and the kinematics part also, it mainly adds the healthcare industries. Why? Means that uh, the technology has been upgraded, and only the tablets cannot solve the uh, person problem. Sometimes it needs the help of some assistance, and sometimes it needs the help of some precision, and as well as the complex material to make them happy and to make them in a particular task variable. On that time we can use robots for here you can see that the operation robots and the scanning robots, and this was the what was the end of the tools is that this is called as an end effector. In the robot terminology, what was the end section we are going to use the different type of toolkits, that is called as an end effector. This is all the actuation systems which will be used within a different type of angles. Here the links and the joints has been connected towards the it's a particular application. According to the application of the process it will be works. And here you can see that the gesture assistance for a human, and it can make her hand to be in the particular dimension for an meanwhile for the support we can use this. And as well as an that what was the giving the support for an head without be laying, all the body support has been given here. Not only this thing for a leg, in the previously hospitals we have seen that at the movies also we can see the leg, if the our leg has been fractured, it has been tied up for something. But in a particular dimension, in the particular way we have to catch that leg in certain critical condition. On that time the human can catch like that. No. Why means that the human has in a something capability. He can catch till the half an hour. He can catch till the 1 hour. But after 1 hour, his stability and his whatever the strength will be, it will be decreased, and he cannot catch that particular object in that particular dimension only. But robot can do how much time, as long as he can cure with that, it can catch. Why means it has an stability, and his it has an a precision of an object of the job work, and it can do whatever the particular task we have assigned for that. That's why we can use the robots in a particular applications of a medical. And not only these three, there is a much more applications at the healthcare industries. You can see at the daily life the operation robots, and what we can say that the Elon Musk principle, that it can read our brain by the neural link by using of an N1 chip. That was a chip that which can read our brain the signals to modulate to the analog data. It is called as an N1 chip. Okay, space application. Why do we send the robot to the space? Here you'll be getting the question. We can send the robots to the explore space without having to worry so much about their safety. We want these careful built robots to last. We need them to stick around along announced to be investigate and send us information about their designations. Okay, if we send the person towards a space, it makes much more cost efficient, and as well as we need to take care of that person till he reach it to the earth. But if we send in a robot, how many days the lifespan of a robot will be, that much days the robot can work, and then after it can die. That we cannot take care of that robots. This is the one point. And next point is that we need to we want just the data what it has been present over there. Just for collecting of an data, we have to that we need not to do the risk things by sending of a human over there. Why means sometimes without the presence of an air, the human can die. And without the absence of that food material, insufficient of food material, the human cannot survive over there. And if the human can go for a mask, his weight will be decreased as per the zero gravity. But the robot cannot have certain principles. When whatever the environment it will be, on that environment the robot can survive. And the robot has a capability to detect and grasp to give that data. And nowadays the scientists are doing that. The robot has in a laboratory, inner side laboratory, and it will be taking the testing samples, and it does the laboratory setup. It does the laboratory orientation at itself, and it's in the precision data to the earth for identifying the particular part. Yeah, this is in a particular rock, and this was the dimension, and this was the weight of this rock, and this was the principle. By that, this is in a lime rock, this is a red rock. The classification it will be defining, and the sizes it is defining, and each and everything. But it has a capability to dig the soil, and it can test the soil also. And one more thing, that the aliens can see the robots also, we didn't have any problem. But if human can go over there and the aliens has seen by the human, and there will be something problem for the humans. But robot didn't have any type of certain problems. That's why we are going to use the robots for the getting the best data, and within a less cost. In agriculture, yeah, agriculture is the evergreen field that nowadays the technologies has been improved and they are implementing in the agriculture sector also. And the large more research and development is going on the agriculture based applications. And till now the Japan and as well as North Korea, these two countries are using the latest technologies of robots for agriculture purposes. In the furthermore, the application will be coming to our India also. And we too have the content robotics also have two innovative based projects on the agriculture. After the by the 2022, the projects will be launched to the market. And this is the testing of a food material. I mean that the leaves, it has affected for any type of a disease or not. And it has a capability and the strength, and it can know the data of this particular plant. Yeah, it has a protein, how many proteins it can contain. And it has any damage means it will be caused any effect for the human or not. It all the data can collect by this. And this is in a spraying mission. By the if the human can give up the water for any plants, he can he can give like in a particular path of in a water. But if the robot can sprinkle the water like in a rain, yeah, you can observe that people, if we give the water for the plant by ourselves, it cannot I mean that it cannot have any capability to get the that water and give in the plant in a particular time. But the rainy season, you can see that if you see the plant in the small sapling at today, after fully raining continuously at the 2 days or 3 days, you can see the plant has been grown. That was a difference, that in the which way we have to give the water supply for the plant, that it makes the lifespan of a plant. And as well as the what we can say, that the strength of a plant will be according to that, in the which way we have to give in the natural condition, that much efficiently the product can give by the plant. That's why we are using the robots for giving the natural condition for the plants. And here you can see that the picking robots, this was a picking robots which can color the final good of an vegetables or as an fruits, something, any object on the particular plant. It can detect. And this was the, here you can see that it's like an universal. It can adjustable, multi adjustable according to the sizes. It can adjust, and it can cut the according to the particular task. It can cut the branch, or else it can cut the particular object in the particular dimensions. Okay. In agriculture also, like in a drones also, we can see in the drones we can use for an surveillances. And as well as in the agriculture also, in the agriculture we can use to spray the chemicals for an um, plants by the drones. And there is a much more application to gr- I mean that to seeding the paddies, and to seeding the much more applications that yeah, wheat. Wheat also we can use the by the mission of a robot. There is a much more application in the security robots. If we go within a security, the security is needed for each and every person. And nowadays we can see that the ladies are more affecting for an particular reasons, like, by the lack of any security. If the devices has exist according to that application, if you people has done that devices to that particular person to save themselves in that particular problem solving, then it will be useful for much more. And this was the security robots automatically move along the portal road, detect strangers, and transmit messages to the guards. The operator behind the monitor and screen is elected in the past. I mean that this was the robots can work like in a surveillances cameras. Sometimes we have in a camera also CC cameras, but the CC cameras can just capture the photos. But whatever the surveillances robot can do that, the robots can work like in a human, which the guard can rotate, and the I mean that watchman can see like that only. Same the copy of in a watchman, the surveillances robots can do. Like it can roam in the particular dimensions of all the surroundings of a building, or else in a particular dimensions of which was the presetted by us. And it is detecting who is coming and who is going on, it is speeding up. And if we think that they are any strangers, and it giving the messaging data for an guards, or else the particular data center which near to that, and make the security surveillances towards the any apartments or something else. This was the robot can be used at the Germany. You can see that this type of robots can be used. And this type of robots can be used at the politicians living areas, to rotate to give the full security of the this was the robot can be used. Here there is a cameras, and here also there is a cameras. There will be a signal transmitting um, module over in this place, and this is all the battery inside and the circuiting designs. Here you can see that the entertainment robot. Nowadays the childs are facing the much more problems, and robots. And this was a paper robot, and it can answer each and every question of a person, what he can answer, and it gives a delivery message interrelated to that. It is built up with an artificial intelligence based. It can collect the data, and it demodelize that data and make related answer to the particular person. And these entertainment robots can use at our home purpose, and the feedbacking purpose at the shopping malls. And we can use this type of robots at the hospitals to make the mental condition damaged person to be in a happy condition. This type of robots can be used. And here you can see that the kids can play by these robots, the doggy robots and the ball robots. There is a different modelings and different kinds of robots which can help us to time pass and make us to entertain also. Not only we can search we can play the games at our mobile phone only. We can make the our time, we can spend our time with like in a the particular person type of robots also. And food preparation. Nowadays the I'm not criticizing that girls. The modern update has been the modernly the girls and the boys are updating. And most of the girls at this generation, they didn't know how to prepare the food. On that time, how we can survive our lives by using of these robots. This is the preset defining of a robots. We can install at our home basis, and as well as on the restaurant basis also. It can makes the recipes, whatever the recipes we need it, according to that recipes it can feed the data and do it in the particular time. Okay, here you can see that it can do any type of recipes, but firstly we have to give the feeding for that in a coding manner, and or else on it this is also like an artificial intelligence based robots. For this type of robots, we need to give them the training part. We need to train this type of robots in a particular type of dishes, or else the company or whatever the manufacturing company over manufacturing this, they are going to be set the robots in a particular recipes. We have to select the different type of recipes according to us, what we can prepare. I mean that what we will eat, according to that the recipes will be prepared by the robot. Okay. And one more thing, that in the restaurants there will be a large scale of people, and the human cannot do at a time the different recipes, but robot can do the different recipes at a time. There has an capable to do that recipes in a particular time of a robots, but human cannot do at a time different tasks. Robot can do multiple tasks, and the robot can use the exact measurement for that. The if the human can do the dishes, or if the human can prepare any food, the human can do the smaller mistakes, like the salt can be given more, or else he can decrease something ingredient in that item. But the robot can be feeding the data. Yeah, this was the recipe and this was the ingredients. If the ingredients of all the firstly it will, the robot can be checking this was the ingredients. If the recipe is one, the ingredients should be 12. Yeah, it is going to be a check each and every ingredients. Yeah, 12 is there or not. If the 12 is not there, it is going to be a initiate us. Yeah, I need the 12th ingredient, can you please provide. Then after providing of that ingredient, the robot is going to do the particular recipe. Okay, the food preparation robots this is. And if we go within a military robots, yeah, we can see that the daily basis so many soldiers are going to die because of the terrorist attacks, and how we need to eradicate that, and how we can save our soldiers life by doing of this type of projects, by automatic missions which can detect the enemies and it can shoot. And the quantum robotics has in a one project. It is right now we are going to work with in a DRDO, the military based project. And the gun shooting, this is like in a gun shooter. The presetted data it is going to give by the classifications of a dress code, or else the classifications of a particular modulations. If the I mean that how it can detect the he is an enemy and he is an other person by using of the dress code. And if the person opponent person has came with another dress code, it can shoot. This is one classification. If we go with another classification, the facial recognition, or else the structural designing of the person. Yeah, he is my operator. I didn't do any harm to my operator. Yeah, another one is he is my enemy. Yeah, I have to shoot that enemy. It is going to be a preset that data with that. And this is the robot dogs which can carry the yeah, you can see that the army people are going to be carry larger amount of goods, larger amount of material, where he is going to be travel his food material, or else his essentials. But at if we use the robot dogs can shift shift the particular person materials from one place to another place in a without the affecting of a human. And this is also like the surveillance cameras, where the human cannot walk and where the human cannot beat the cooling conditions, or else the environment changes. There the robots can be work like in a surveillance robot. The robot always will be going to be detect particular places in the particular radius. On that time, if any person has came in that particular radius, The robot can use that data to the data center in near to that, and according to that data, the army is going to be an attack on the opponent persons. This was the robots that the innovative based projects which was done by the R&D, and within a few days we are also going to be in a work with an R&D. Yeah, this was the objects as done by the DRDO at Pune. Yeah. Next is the customer service robots. When we go within the like in a Walmart, supermarkets, and there they are going to be attract the people to make their products to be the best. Like at the entry basis, they are going to be install the robots, and they are going to be collect the feedback of a persons at the ending places, and at the welcoming basis they are using the robots for welcoming the customers to attract them. In the last shopping malls also we can see this. And here the this type of robots, the customer service robots can see that there at the restaurants also. It can deliver the food, and the front desk management robots, and as well as the hospitality management robots in the hotel, like in a hotel management they do that hospitality for the opponent person, like a hospitality robots, and the food serving robots, the gesture robot, and this is the sanitization robot. There is a different type of models, and this type of models the content robotics can prepare. And we have this type of robots at our warehouse. When you people can visit our warehouse, you can see this type of robots and collaborative robots. If you go with another collaborative robots, in the heading only you have an answer that the collaborative mean that the robot is collaborating with the human, and on the collaboration with the human the work will be done. Yeah, here the robot is going to do the particular job, and the human is going to set that dimension, mean that the collaboration between the robot and the human, the job has been done. Yeah, here also the robot is going to uh, catch the glass in a particular angle, and the human is going to give the labeling of a glass for the glue stick. Okay, and here you can see that the human is going to give the particular objects for a robot, and robot is going to fix that objects in a good, the final assessment of a good. Yeah, here also the robot is going to fix, and the human is going to check that goods. Like that the collaboration between the robot and the human is called as a collaborative robots. And robotic painting, yeah, if you go with a home painting or a car painting, the while you're doing the car painting, it is the main thing at the car. Why means if the human can do the paint, and the human can do the paint over here, and the gap has between here, and again he is going to do the paint over here, and there is going to get like in a the double coating of a paint. That's why if we use the robot, it uses the spraying process of a paint in a particular angle and the particular dimension, then it makes the object to be in the single layer, then after the another layer will be applied. That's why we are going to use the robots for the painting of a cars also. We are not going to use the person. And for the art creation of a painting also we can use the robots, and the writing robots also will be in this painting part. If we want a design of our face in the sketch diagram, we need to feed the data for a robot in the embedded concept. Then after the robot can detect the data, and it gives the final product of an image. And robotic welding, yeah, previously also you have seen that why we need to use the welding means that whatever the spots of a welding spots will be make the damage of a human skin or else a human sensitivity parts. That's why we are going to use the robots, and the human can do the welding means he cannot do in the particular layer dimension, and he can do the double layer dimension. If we get in a gap between that, again he's going to be a weld, and he's going to be a chip that weld, like that. But the robot can do, it can do in a particular what we can say that the particular layer, that particular layer it gives the good efficiency, and like in a the good final product of an object. Here you can see that the robotic assembly, in the assembly process it is going to be in the assembly process we can say that inline robots and the offline robots will be in the assembly process. In the assembly process means that if the product is there, and it is going to be assembled in the different parts. And yeah, here you can see that the motor assembly, and there is an chip of a motor, and it is going to be insert the soft inside with a bearing soft, and as well as the copper coil soft. Then after, the conductors will be insulated. Then after, the upper part will be insulated by the another robot, and like that, the each and every parts will be installed by the different type of robots, or else one robot can do by the different task by using of the universal gripper. Okay, here you can see that the robot arm and the modulator gripper system. Yeah, robot arm and the modulated gripper system. Modulated gripper system is, it can do the different modulation, mean that different styles, different task for in a particular object, different modulation it can do. The tool store in the system. Yeah, this was the tools over present over here, and this was the tools. If the robot need to do the another application over here, and after fixing of these all the things, and the robot have to fix these things, means this gripper cannot be work to be in a catch this type of things. Then after, the robot will be move back, and it will be changing his grippers, and again it comes to the particular job, and the final finishing product will becomes like this. Then after, the human checkup will be done, and the product will be released to the market. And material removal, if we go with the material removal, we can use the CNC machines. But in the particular, if we go with the large scale of production, the CNC machine cannot be helping much more in a less time. It takes in some calibration done. But if you use robots and the inter collaborative robots, then it makes the product to be in a collaboration between this. Then after, it will give the final finishing product for the object. Okay, now we got over here how the material removal will be done. And the example I need to say is, yeah, in our houses there will be in a doors, and within a different design, how it will done by, like of the material removal. We are going to fix the design in the robot, and the robot is going to check the dimensions of that particular object, and it is going to design that in the certain layer. Then our design will be done. Here also you can see that the extra material what it will become, it will be the smoothened by this type of a robot, mean that the extra layer is going to be remove over here. And here also they are going to be cut the extra layer, and or else going to be file it here, and it is going to be not fix it. And here it is going to be the smoothen surface of a particular object. The this type of robots can do the particular task in a smaller amount of time, but the human can do it takes in a time to make that dimension in a particular way, but the robot can do in a shorter time with the most accuracy. Yeah, guys, this is all about today's class. Yeah, thank you so much.